Namaste, my name is Sanat Kumar. Welcome back to the Manana Podcast. Manana is a Sanskrit word that means reflection or contemplation. In this podcast, I'll be sharing my deep, insightful reflections for you to contemplate and hence live a life of fulfillment. I hope you find great value in today's episode. Everybody is a Hulk when he or she gets angry. They just do not turn big or green. That's it. Like the Flash or the Daredevil, we all have that fire in us to change things in a flash and bring justice around us. And like Iron Man, everyone has that moment. At least one time in your lifetime, you've created something as a result of creativity out of desperation. I can continue on and on, but I leave that joy to you. The quantity may vary, and the major disparity exists in their states, active or dormant. Essentially, we all have the qualities of all the superheroes you can think of. Any fictional character is an output of a human mind by this incredible power called imagination, right? And that output is derived from the input. As Austin Kleon says, what goes in, goes out. Any writer, filmmaker, whoever, basically any artist is creating art out of what he's seen through his life. That is, what he's consumed or accumulated. So through this episode, I also like to say that watching superhero movies or series can be very helpful if you can watch it through the lens that learns objectively. In fact, consuming anything with that lens will be helpful. Anyway, let's come back. Reflection or introspection is the lord of the process through which we understand ourselves. We already know that. I've mentioned the processes of Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasana in various blogs and hence episodes. This may take years to get to know, but if you introspect and can get an answer to this question, what are your superpowers? Life will no longer be the same. Ask how. It's simple, like how the world wasn't the same after the invention of airplanes. We discovered we could fly. There was no looking back after it was affirmed by the minds of those times. Unlike that scenario, here we are not talking about collective realization and affirmation. We are talking about self-realization. If you get to know what your superpower is, you will actually become a superpower, which may even seem like an overnight success kind of thing, because it actually is. Let me show you how it works. Suppose, let's say there is a locked puzzle box in front of you, which is made of wood, brought together by steel screws, and you are given a screwdriver. What do? You won't even see it as a problem. You'll simply start unscrewing the screws of the box. So what does that hypothetical example tell us? The way you look at life is different because now you don't just see a problem, you see the problem with the tool in your hand. There is a difference in how you see based on what you are equipped with. And I remind you, this works regardless of what kind of tool you have. If you were given a hammer, you would start hitting the wooden part of the box with it. And of course, we must not forget that these superpowers are in plural, like we saw in the episode Embrace the Toolkit. So don't assume that the only tool you have is the only superpower you have. That brings us to my next point. New problems help us discover new superpowers. We all know this. But when we are experiencing a stressful time, when the need to remember this is crucial, we simply don't. Like I already mentioned in the episode, when you're low, read this. When you're in such times, try and ask yourselves this. What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing that will help me discover more of my superpowers and eventually myself? Before I end this episode, I'd like to happily mention that I'm glad many of my episodes have been very helpful to few people. To those who have taken what they have listened here and introspected for an hour, a day, week or a month even, I can't say enough how crucial it is to reflect on what you consume, especially the concepts that have got the potential to change your life. A word of caution. Beware to keep your imagination and intelligence separate while you're in this process, or else it may lead to some dangerous delusions. That said, I'd like to urge you to ponder about your superpowers. You may already have a rough idea about them. Try and list them. And of course, this is not just a one-time fling. It's something you must keep looking for all times. What is the superpower I am discovering here, and what superpower that I already know of can I use in this particular situation? That's all there is to life, isn't it? I hope you received excellent value in today's episode. To know more, head over to sanatkumarnahibi.com, and if you haven't already, check out my book The Flower of Fulfillment. Thank you for listening, and I wish you have a great day.